Hello from Scotland. I'm here in the UK, the very chilly UK, with the Italian. We're having a few weeks traveling around. It's been heaven. It's something that we both really love to do. We try and get away at least a couple of times a year, and we make those plans, and the rest of the year we go hell for leather. But when we get away, we work a little bit, but it's a real focus to actually take time out, reconnect, enjoy all of the things. It's bliss. And you know, I had a thought. I often get comments if I share photos or things like that. People will often say, "You're so lucky." And don't get me wrong, we are. You know, I'm very, very happy with the life that we've built. But here's the thing. It's often not what's gone on behind the scenes that's considered. You know, it's that whole high reel rather than looking at what's gone on to get you to that place. There's a famous quote, what is it? The harder you work, the luckier you get. And I think that's very true. You know, we don't think about what it takes to get that end result. We just look at it and think, wow, they're so lucky. Or with famous people, they're so talented. We don't ever look at singers or athletes and think, wow, they must have really trained and worked hard. And, you know, it's the same in business. It's the same in life. I mean, it reminds me of my kids, my beautiful six. Now, when they were younger, I would often, and I mean often, we have 5 boys, 1 girl, and we were often told how lucky we were that they were good cooks. And honestly, we were, and especially as I was working, they could create beautiful meals. But here's what people didn't consider. From the age of about 8, they would cook once a week. And on a Sunday, they'd sit down and they'd choose the meal they were going to cook. And then I'd get all the ingredients and I'd create absolute step-by-step instructions and walk them through how to cook. And we would eat those meals that I have to say improved over time. And, you know, they're all great cooks. But nobody ever said, wow, how did you teach them how to cook? Or, you know, that must have been challenging, teaching them to cook this well. It was always, you're so lucky that they can cook. So again, the harder you work, the luckier you get. And it paid off enormously. They were just wonderful. You know, I'd be at work and they would create a beautiful meal as teenagers, like restaurant quality meal. But we'd put in all of the foundations. And it's the same with business. Most people who are successful, you know, they've failed, they've had the panic, they've had really tough times. I mean, we've had many years where we've had all the fear and the angst and the sleepless nights as we tried to actually get it together to make this thing work. Luck is definitely a component. What is it they say? Success is where luck meets opportunity, and then it's what you do with it. How you actually make your business work. And running a successful business is hard work. That's why I called my business Push. From the saying, the daughter success says push. You have to work at it. You have to be on the ball. You have to be resilient and get up and get at it again. I think back and I think of all the many lean years that the Italian and I, as we've been walking around, we've done lots and lots of walking, and, you know, Aberdeen in particular was just beautiful. And so we did lots and lots of walking, and you can't help but reflect. We've now got beautiful little grandbabies, and we talk about when our kids were little or when our business was, you know, we thought we might close it, all of those things, but we just kept digging. And that's what you have to do. You keep digging, you keep learning. I mean, I think back to all the learning that I've done and the unlearning, because oftentimes you need to unlearn those things that maybe weren't such a good idea. After all, surrounding yourself with the right people. You know, I belong to a mastermind. I run a mastermind. I've always had a business mentor for many, many years. I've been a business mentor for many, many years. You know, success is not a solo journey. It's what you do. It's the people that you surround yourself with. It's how you keep learning. I mean, I've hit the big 60 milestone and I'm here doing AI courses, and I'm always doing a course, I'm always learning, I'm always going to conferences, because we have to keep learning, we have to keep building. And of course, the more you do that, the luckier that you will get. And times change. I mean, we've been in business over 30 years. I had somebody said to me 10 years ago, well, you'll be teaching how AI can really help business owners. I'd have laughed. Artificial intelligence, it sounded like an extraterrestrial thing. But here we are, and there are amazing AI tools out there that really do benefit. And if you haven't jumped on board the AI train, please do. You don't need to do my course, but do some courses. Get this skill, because it's akin to getting a computer 30 years ago. Without it, you will be at a real disadvantage. And the whole write me a blog or give me a title is just the tip of the iceberg. The things that AI can do for your business is just phenomenal. I now use it in so many aspects of my business, which is why I'm wandering around the United Kingdom with the Italian, because it does help your business. It does increase your freedom and your free time and all of those things, so that you can focus on the big picture and on the higher level of your business. Because when push comes to shove, that's what it really is about. Actually look at how these people have gained this success. Not that they're lucky, because I bet a whole lot of money that they've put in the hard yards, that they've really pivoted, they've learned more. We've got to look at what's going on behind the scenes and what tools are they using. Most successful entrepreneurs now are well and truly on the AI train. They've got the tools in place. They've got the systems in place. Running a successful business, it is a formula. It's not easy. If it was easy, of course, everybody would do it. But there is a formula, and if you've got a good product, then you just need to build the framework around that, and you too will be very lucky. I wanted to share that with you because I kept thinking about that as we were walking around, and I've taken 1,000 photos that I love sharing, and I will share with you. So do get on board the AI train. That's my biggest piece of advice to you. And in a couple of weeks, I'm running a free webinar. It's called Embracing AI. I'll put the link below this video. You're very welcome to come along, and you walk away knowing things about AI that will really benefit your business. And then you too will be lucky. So that webinar will run, I think it's like the 6th of November, something like that. It's very soon, and I look forward to seeing you there. I'll put the link below. Have an awesome week. Bye.